Hello, truth seekers, and welcome back to our channel, where we unveil the shocking truth behind the glamorous world of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our channel. We are here with the hottest tea that's going to make you do a spit take all over your English breakfast. Today's piping hot serving is a big old knuckle sandwich to Meghan Markle's delusional Duchess ego, courtesy of Paramount giving her passion project the axe it deserves. But before we delve into the tumultuous waters of this revelation, if you haven't already, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss the explosive content we have in store. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. The new CEO at Paramount took one look at Meghan's sad little vanity documentary about her Nigerian heritage and hit that cancel button quicker than Harry ditching a polo match. Not on Mr. Bakish's watch will some Z-list cable actress get a major platform to manifest herself into the African-American princess she so desperately craves. This decision must have sent shockwaves through the royal rebels camp. I can only imagine the tantrums this must have caused upon learning her magnum opus got canned into irrelevancy. The reaction must have been extreme, making Meghan feel the sting of rejection in her quest for relevance. And let's talk about the broader implications of this cancellation. Meghan's attempt to rebrand herself through this documentary speaks volumes about her relentless quest for significance. It's no secret that she has been trying to carve out a unique identity separate from the royal family, but this latest endeavor was a bold and desperate move. The documentary was supposed to be her moment to shine, to present herself as a cultural ambassador and a voice for diversity. Yet, in a twist of fate, it turned out to be another misstep in her journey. What does this mean for Meghan's future projects? Will other networks and studios follow Paramount's lead, wary of the controversy and backlash that seems to follow her every move? It's a precarious position for someone who has built their brand on breaking the mold and challenging the status quo. Meanwhile, Prince Harry's role in this saga can't be overlooked. The once beloved royal has stood by Meghan through thick and thin, but how much longer can he endure the constant turbulence? As they navigate this latest setback, the strain on their public image and personal lives must be immense. In conclusion, this latest development is a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of the entertainment industry and the challenges faced by those who dare to defy conventions. Meghan's ambitions, while admirable in their audacity, often collide with the harsh realities of a world that isn't quite ready to embrace her vision. As we continue to follow their journey, one thing is certain: the saga of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle remains as compelling and contentious as ever. But let's be honest, what did Meghan achieve by flaunting her perceived oppression like it's an exotic badge of honor? To use Paramount's money and resources to glorify herself as some impoverished African queen, all while draped in her Duchess cloak and designer clothes, is staggering in its audacity. This narrative that Meghan Markle, whom we'll call Narth Mega for a touch of irony, really thought she did something revolutionary there. Here's a home truth for the self-proclaimed Duchess: you are not Nigerian. Your attempt to manufacture an ancestral connection has as much validity as Rachel Dolezal's claims. Just because you crave the cultural clout that comes with being anything other than a privileged sorority girl who married into royalty doesn't give you a free pass to engage in appropriation. This ongoing saga continues to captivate and bewilder, as Meghan's actions seem to create more questions than answers. What are your thoughts on this latest development? Do you think Meghan will be able to bounce back, or is this the beginning of the end for her public endeavors? Can you even imagine the low-budget documentary that Paramount, mercifully, decided to shelve? It would be 2 hours of Meghan prancing around in traditional outfits, making elephant noises, and chanting her newly adopted Nigerian name, Shawanda Washington III. Not a single ounce of authenticity or self-awareness. The whole production would have been an exercise in gaslighting the audience into believing her fabricated ethnic credentials. This woman is so desperate for relevancy and fame beyond the royal family that she'll do or say anything to stay in the public eye. It's reminiscent of when she compared her experiences to those of Nelson Mandela and Harriet Tubman, combining their profound struggles with her brand of woke cringe and hollow moralizing. the desperation is palpable. She wants to be seen as a figure of cultural and social significance, yet every move she makes only serves to highlight her detachment from the realities she pretends to represent. It's a tragic irony that someone who has been afforded so much privilege and opportunity would resort to such transparent attempts at relevance. Her actions are not just misguided, they are emblematic of a larger issue where individuals with substantial platforms use their influence to fabricate and promote misleading narratives. In an era where authenticity is highly valued, Meghan's approach feels especially tone-deaf. The quest for identity and connection is a deeply personal journey that many navigate with care and respect. However, when it's reduced to a performance for public consumption, it loses its meaning and becomes a spectacle. It's essential to distinguish between genuine exploration and performative gestures designed for media attention. So, to the Duchess of Delusion, perhaps it's time to take a step back and reassess. Authenticity cannot be manufactured, and true cultural connection cannot be bought or performed. Instead of chasing after borrowed identities, maybe consider embracing the one you have, flaws and all, with honesty and humility. It might not be as glamorous or headline-grabbing, but it will undoubtedly be more real and, ultimately, more respectable. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if she tries latching onto the indigenous cause next with a faux Native American documentary, The Many Mocks of Meghan, A Trail of Oppression Tears. Look, we all know the real reason Princess Pinocchio's dreams got shelved is because her so-called Nigerian ancestral claims were about as legitimate as her humanitarian accolades. Someone at Paramount got a whiff of her con artistry and swiftly cut their losses before this mess went into production. No corporation wants beef with an entire country for perpetuating ethnic fraud on their dollar, you know? The last thing any major studio needs is to be embroiled in a scandal that questions their integrity and authenticity, especially in an era where cultural sensitivity and representation are under intense scrutiny. So while this drama queen is surely hyperventilating over having her diversity cosplay spotlight snatched away, the rest of us can bask in the schadenfreude of her fall from delusional grace. It's a delicious irony, watching someone who has so relentlessly chased the spotlight stumble so spectacularly. No more perpetuating harmful stereotypes from this self-styled oppression actor, and maybe, just maybe, this very public rejection from Paramount will finally snap Meghan back to her painfully privileged reality. But let's be honest, this is about as likely as Meghan returning her Princess Merida Halloween costume to the Disney vault. Her track record shows a pattern of deflection and blame shifting, never taking accountability for her actions. She'll more likely lash out at Hollywood and the executives for sabotaging her big ethnic awakening debut, playing the ever-convenient victim card to a backdrop of her truth as always being silenced and oppressed by the establishment. That's Meghan Markle in a nutshell, forever chasing fame in the spotlight at the expense of cultural decency. Her journey has been marked by a series of misguided attempts to secure her place in the limelight, often through means that raise more questions than they answer. Whether it's her tenuous connections to various causes or her apparent willingness to exploit them for personal gain, Meghan's actions reflect a troubling disregard for the very issues she claims to champion. This latest setback might serve as a wake-up call for Meghan, though it seems unlikely given her history. Her relentless pursuit of fame and recognition has often led her down controversial paths, leaving a trail of questionable decisions and public skepticism. Perhaps it's time for her to genuinely reflect on her actions and consider a more authentic approach to her public life. Only then might she find the respect and relevance she so desperately seeks. Perhaps this latest debacle will serve as a wake-up call, a moment of introspection that prompts her to re-evaluate her approach. But given her history, it seems far more likely that she will double down on her narrative, casting herself once again as the misunderstood and maligned heroine of her own story. And in the end, we are left to wonder if Meghan Markle will ever truly understand the impact of her actions, or if she will continue to navigate the world with the same sense of entitlement and self-delusion that has brought her to this point. Thankfully, this time the axe fell on her appropriation ambitions before she could proceed with her misguided project. Let's just hope this self-imprint grifter gets the wake-up call she deserves. Either accept your basic Duchess role and pipe down, or brace for a relentless bombardment of critiques any time you try to exercise your delusions of ethnic grandeur again. The public has made their stance clear, and this attempt at cultural appropriation is shutting down for good. It's a telling moment when the collective voice of the people rises to shut down such misguided efforts. The message is loud and clear: respect the boundaries of cultural identity and refrain from exploiting them for personal gain. It's crucial for individuals, especially those in positions of influence and visibility, to understand the impact of their actions on different communities. Cultural appropriation not only disrespects the heritage and struggles of others but also trivializes their experiences. It's a form of exploitation that the public is no longer willing to tolerate. As we reflect on this, it's worth discussing what this means for the future. How can we foster a deeper understanding and respect for cultural diversity? What steps can influential figures take to educate themselves and others about the importance of cultural sensitivity? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. Your opinions matter and contribute to a broader dialogue on these significant issues. Do you think the backlash was justified? What can be done to prevent similar incidents in the future? Stay tuned for more shocking stories and scandalous exposes on our YouTube channel. We are committed to bringing you the latest updates and insights from the world of the royal family and beyond. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on the latest from the world of the royal family. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again with more fascinating news about the royal family. Bye for now.